Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. In this video I'll show you how to work with backgrounds and also make simple image adjustments in Canva to improve your design skills. Without wasting much time, let's jump right into the first thing you need to do is to log in onto your Canva. Okay, so this is my Canva. I already have an account. If you don't have an account, remember to sign up. So right after logging in, this is the interface that you get. Okay, so you first need to click on create. Okay, just click on create and then you'll be having multiple templates. Okay, yes, you'll be having multiple templates, so you can select the social media. Okay, as an example, our focus in this video is to create backgrounds and then do some image adjustments like a pro. So let's select this template and then work around it. Okay, so we wait for our template to load. Okay, so once our page is loaded, we are not going to use this, so we are just simply going to delete all the things here. So just as you are rightly seeing on the screen, you could see clearly that now we have a white canvas or a white background on the screen. Okay, now we need to find a background. Okay, so you can jump onto Pinterest. You can jump onto Pinterest. This one is the easiest way for working with background. Now that our Pinterest is open, we can search for backgrounds. Let's say we want to use this background. Let's search for a background of our choice. Let's say an orange background. An orange background. So these are types of backgrounds that we have here, which we can actually use for our designs. Okay, so you can select any one of your choice depending on what you want to use it for. Okay, so let's go with this one. We select this and then once our image is fully loaded, we tap on these three dots and then we download the image. Okay, then we save. Once our image is saved, we head on to Canva. Let's create. Let's open a new page, a new canvas. Let's go with this one. Or we even have a canvas here already. So all we need to do is now to upload our image. Okay, we selected the uploads. Okay, and then we look for our image. So this is our image. Then we select it to upload. So once it's here, we can drag it here onto the canvas. Okay, and then all we need to do is to right click on the image and then we select set as background. Okay, so this is our image background, just as you are seeing. Now we have an image here, so we've gotten our background just as you are seeing. In case you don't want this width, you can change it as and when you want. We will talk about that one later. Now let's bring in our image. Okay, we have some images here, so let's bring in our image which we want to edit, and this is the next step. Now this is the image adjustment that we are going to talk about. If you could really see, that this image looks really dark. Yes, the face of the woman looks really dark. You can zoom it and see that the face of the woman looks really dark. Okay, so we are going to make adjustments. In order to make adjustment, the first thing we need to do is to select or click on edit. It will open this tab right here for us. Then we select the adjust. Okay, once we select the adjust, we have some pretty cool options here that we are going to work with. We have the temperature, the tint, the light, which has to do with brightness, contrast, and then even the color edit, the sharpness and clarity. So let's zoom by clicking here. Let's zoom it and then let's work around it to see the after. So we are going to increase the temperature a little. We are going to increase the temperature. So if you are watching right here, as I make changes to the temperature, you see that the image in itself is also changing. So we can also change the tint either this way around or this way. So let's decrease the tint a little. Then let's come to the brightness. Let's brighten it up a little. Let's set some contrast back. Let's put the contrast to a negative because it's already in black, so we have to put it in a negative. And then let's make some highlight. Okay, let's bring the highlight up to 100. And then the shadows too, let's brighten it up a little. Let's add up some few white. About 20 is okay. We can type it directly here. 20 is okay. Then the blacks too, no, we don't need blacks. We can bring it a little bit, but we don't really need the blacks. Now let's make it vibrant and then let's set saturation. So the saturation actually makes it red, so we are not going to increase the saturation that much. Okay, and we are neither going to decrease it that much. So you see that when you decrease it, it makes it like a blue, black and white. You understand? So let's say 10. I think 10 will be enough. 10 will be enough. Okay, and then the sharpness, let's increase the sharpness a little bit. and then let's give it some little bit of clarity. We are not going to use this will give it a kind of shadow, like a kind of border around it, and we don't really need that. Okay, yes, we don't need that, so we wouldn't use that for now. Okay, so let's go back and then still make some changes with the colors. Let's check the tint. Okay, so you can check the tint. Okay, yes, and then you could see, I think this one is pretty cool. Yes, this one is pretty cool. So just as you are saying, it is really good. So now let's decrease it. So this is the after effect of applying our adjustment. So this is all for today. Remember to follow and like. Thank you.